why you still feel tired after 8 hours of sleep, the hidden risen after 8 hours. You went to bed on time, you stayed there all night. The clock says you slept enough. Yet when morning arrives, your eyes feel heavy, your thoughts move slowly, and your body feels as though the night gave you almost nothing back. You reach for your phone before you are fully awake. Then you reach for coffee because your brain still feels far away. You move through the first hour of the day in a fog, wondering how 8 hours of sleep can leave you feeling this exhausted. And eventually, you start blaming yourself. Maybe I am lazy. Maybe I need more discipline. Maybe this is just how I am. But here is the hidden reason most people never consider. The number of hours you spend asleep does not tell you how restorative those hours were. 8 hours measures duration. It does not automatically measure quality, continuity, timing, or depth. Your body does not simply count the hours and declare the night successful. It moves through repeating cycles of lighter sleep, deeper sleep, and REM sleep. These stages support different parts of physical and mental recovery. But if those cycles are repeatedly interrupted, mistimed, or made unusually shallow, you can spend 8 hours asleep and still wake up feeling unfinished. You were asleep, but you may not have been sleeping well. That difference explains why two people can go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, and feel completely different in the morning. One wakes up clear, the other wakes up feeling as though their mind is still trapped inside the night. The first hidden problem is sleep fragmentation. You do not have to remember waking up for your sleep to be disrupted. Small sounds, temperature changes, stress, discomfort, movement, breathing problems, or light entering the room may briefly pull the brain toward wakefulness. Some interruptions are so short that you will not remember them the next morning, but your sleep architecture can still feel their effect. Imagine trying to watch a film that pauses every few minutes. You may eventually reach the ending, but the experience never feels smooth. Your brain is forced to keep finding its place again. Sleep can work in a similar way. You may complete 8 hours, but if those hours are repeatedly broken, your body may receive less continuous restorative sleep. The clock still shows a full night. Your morning energy tells a different story. This is why more time in bed does not always solve the problem. Sometimes the problem is not that the night was too short. The problem is that the night was broken into pieces. And here is where many people accidentally make things worse. They wake up tired, so they assume they must stay in bed longer. They sleep late on weekends, change their schedule, take long naps, or repeatedly press snooze, but that can make their internal timing less stable. Your brain does not only need enough sleep, it also needs sleep at a time it understands. Inside your body is a timing system often called the circadian rhythm. It helps coordinate when you feel alert and when you begin preparing for sleep. Morning, light, darkness, activity, meals, and regular sleep times all help set this rhythm. When the rhythm is consistent, your body has a clear idea of when the day begins and when the night should start. But if your bedtime and wake time keep changing, your body may be trying to wake you while part of your internal system still believes it is night. That is why 8 hours at the wrong time can sometimes feel less refreshing than a well-timed, consistent night. The alarm says morning. Your internal clock may disagree. And when you wake during a low point in your circadian rhythm or directly from deeper sleep, you may experience stronger sleep inertia. Sleep inertia is that strange period when your eyes are open, but your brain has not fully entered wakefulness. Your reaction speed feels slower, your thinking feels cloudy, your body feels pulled back toward the bed. A little morning grogginess can be normal, but when it is intense or lasts a long time, it can make you believe the entire night failed. You wake up, immediately check your phone, see messages, news, tasks, and notifications, and demand full performance from a brain that is still transitioning out of sleep. Then you decide you need coffee before you can even think. But here is what most people miss. The first minutes after waking are not only a test of last night's sleep. They are also a transition. Your brain may need light, movement, time, and a clear morning signal before it feels fully awake. If you remain in a dark room, keep pressing snooze, and scroll in bed for 20 minutes, you may extend the feeling that the night has not ended. Your body is awake enough to use the phone, but not receiving a strong signal that the day has begun. This is why morning light can matter. Light entering your eyes helps tell your internal clock that morning has arrived. Movement gives the body another wake signal. A more regular wake time helps your brain predict when it needs to become alert. You are not trying to shock yourself awake. You are helping your brain complete the transition. But poor morning energy can also begin many hours earlier with what you do in the afternoon. Caffeine is one example. You may drink it because you are tired, and it may temporarily increase alertness. But caffeine can remain active for hours. Even when you can still fall asleep, it may affect sleep onset or continuity for some people, particularly when consumed later in the day. This creates a cycle that feels impossible to escape. You wake up tired, so you use more caffeine. The caffeine helps you survive the afternoon, but if it affects the following night, you wake up tired again. Then you believe caffeine is the only thing keeping you functional. Even though its timing may be helping maintain the pattern, the better question is not simply, can I fall asleep after coffee? The better question is, how do I feel when I wake up the next morning? Your morning often reveals what bedtime hides. Stress can create a similar pattern. You may fall asleep because your body is exhausted, but exhaustion is not the same as calm. Your body can collapse into bed while your nervous system remains alert. Part of your brain is still replaying the day, still anticipating tomorrow, still monitoring problems, still holding conversations that ended hours ago. You may technically sleep, but the night feels lighter and more restless. You wake up with tension in your jaw, tightness in your shoulders, or the feeling that your mind worked through the entire night. The body was in bed. The day never truly ended. This is why your final hour before sleep matters more than most people realize. Sleep is not a switch, it is a landing. You cannot give your brain bright light, endless scrolling, emotional stimulation, work messages, and unfinished problems until the final second, then expect it to enter deep rest immediately. Your nervous system needs a transition, not a perfect 2-hour ritual, not an expensive device, not 20 different sleep products, just a clear ending. Tonight, try one simple reset for the final 60 minutes before bed. Reduce the number of signals asking your brain to stay involved. Dim the lights. Move your phone farther away. Stop checking work. Avoid adding new problems to your mind. Write down tomorrow's most important tasks so your brain does not have to repeat them through the night. Choose one calm activity with a clear ending, a warm shower, gentle stretching, a few pages of reading, or quiet preparation for the next morning. You are not forcing yourself to sleep. You are showing your nervous system that nothing else needs to be solved tonight. Then protect your wake time. Get up at roughly the same time most days when possible. Open the curtains. Get natural morning light. Move gently. Give your body a clear contrast between night and day. The stronger that contrast becomes, the easier it may be for your internal clock to understand when to produce alertness and when to prepare for sleep. But there is another important truth. Not every person who wakes up tired has a lifestyle problem. Persillid morning exhaustion can sometimes be connected to insomnia, sleep-disordered breathing, medication effects, physical or mental health conditions, or other causes that cannot be fixed by a bedtime routine alone. If you snore heavily, wake up gasping, regularly experience morning headaches, struggle to stay awake during important activities, or continue feeling exhausted despite protecting your sleep, speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Do not treat serious or persistent fatigue as a character flaw. And do not let anyone convince you that one simple trick can explain every tired morning. Your body is more complex than that. But for many people, the breakthrough begins with understanding one difference. Sleep duration is the amount of time you slept. Sleep quality is what happened inside that time. You can have enough of one and still be missing the other. So tomorrow morning, do not judge your sleep only by the number on the clock. Ask better questions. Was my sleep continuous? Was my schedule consistent? Did I give my brain a clear ending to the day? Did I drink caffeine too late? Was the room dark, quiet, and comfortable? Did stress follow me into bed? Did I wake at a time my body could predict? These questions move you away from blame and toward understanding, because waking up tired does not automatically mean you lack discipline. It may mean your sleep was fragmented, your rhythm may be unstable. Your nervous system may still be carrying the day, or your body may be trying to tell you that something deserves proper attention. You do not need to punish yourself for feeling exhausted. You need to listen carefully to the signal. Tonight, do not chase another hour simply because 8 did not feel like enough. Protect the quality of the hours you already have. Give the day a clear ending. Give the morning a clear beginning. Give your body a rhythm it can recognize. And if the exhaustion continues, give yourself permission to seek real help instead of surviving on more caffeine and self-criticism, because the hidden reason you still feel tired may not be that you failed to sleep long enough. It may be that your brain never received the uninterrupted, well-timed, restorative night it was trying to create. The goal is not merely to remain unconscious for 8 hours. The goal is to wake up feeling that the night actually restored something. And once you understand that difference, you stop asking only, how long did I sleep? You begin asking the question that matters more. What kind of sleep did my body actually receive?